This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is the case of Howard versus OSLEY. You've been together 5 years. You have one child together and another on the way. Tell me why you have initiated your case today, Ms. Howard.
Well, I'm here today to prove that Quentin, he is cheating with my cousin.
With your cousin?
Yes, my first cousin.
Oh, no.
We're the only two females.
That is messy, messy, messy. Mr. Osley, you got to respond to that.
No.
I got to hear about this.
It's not true. It's not true.
It's not true.
It's a made-up story.
You said you're not involved with her cousin.
At all.
You're not cheating with her or anybody else for that matter, are you?
No, sir.
And you're here to prove that today
Yes.
to her once and for all.
I'm here because I'm tired of hearing about it. It's like from day one, since I met her, I've been here. You're cheating with my cousin.
Right.
From day one, the first day
This
she
has been a
stepped in my
cloud
house.
over this relationship the whole time.
And look, she's got a baby on the way.
What does that feel like?
It feels devastating. I'm hurt because I have a 10-month by him already, baby boy, and then I have another baby boy on the way. I'm 7 months. I'm hurt because this is my life.
You're 7 months pregnant. You think he's sleeping with your cousin. So not only are you talking about potentially a relationship between you two, but you're talking about a family relationship
Yes,
being
family.
destroyed.
And we both have our oldest sons. So
But-
we're all a family.
So all of that is in jeopardy today
Yes.
based on what evidence we hear and uncover in this courtroom.
Miss Howard, you have a book in your hand. Is that a Bible?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me about why you have a Bible.
Because this is where all my faith is. I feel like God is my witness. He know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
That's where that comes from.
All right, so this there is your support
Yes.
in this time.
Yes.
And you know, oftentimes it's like not a specific person, but you have a specific person, that being your cousin. Why is that? Why do you believe it's your cousin?
Because how she approached herself, the first visit, you knew I had a man. You heard him in the background.
She came to visit you?
Yes, the first day, yes. And he was in the house with me. We was starting our relationship, moving in together.
So you all are moving into a new place,
Yes.
you and Mr. Osley.
Yes,
And your cousin comes over.
yes.
And what happens when she comes over?
First thing, she was dressed inappropriate. She had on her tight V-neck tights with her things showing down there, cleavage out. Just the whole cat bodysuit.
So why
Okay,
did you
now,
believe
was
that?
she helping you move in? 'Cause-
She wasn't over there for me
Was she helping you move in?
She never
Because
met me, so how would she be
mean-
there for me?
because she knew a man that was in the picture.
But here's the thing. He can't control what she's wearing.
Yes, that's
so,
true.
you know, she comes over, she's dressed inappropriately. That's not his fault. That's a decision she made.
Okay.
Okay,
I
so
mean-
why do you think it was more to it than just the way she was dressed?
Okay, well, first off, she came over. She's a big drinker.
Okay.
So she came over with her bottles ready to get me drunk, basically.
Get you drunk?
Yes.
Okay. Why do you think she was trying to get you drunk?
Because I told her that I'm a light drinker.
Okay.
So we kind of went overboard a little bit, and it's kind of like more of a manipulating thing.
Okay.
So we was in the kitchen and la-da-da-da-da, drinking. You know, next thing you know, I passed out.
All right.
And then I woke up and I seen her above me, and I'm looking everywhere. Where's Quentin at?
Okay.
I look down the hallway, where he at? In the next living room, walking around.
Okay.
And I asked her, how did I get here? Oh, I dragged you back here.
I'm
But it
just
was
trying to
her.
understand. Are you thinking that she was trying to get you drunk so she could be with him?
Yes.
and you think that she
Wow.
slept with him that night?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
You
so while
believe that?
you were passed
I
out,
was passed out. They
they
gave her
got it
enough
on.
time.
Your man slept with your cousin.
Yes.
Mr. Osley, this is my question. Did you sleep with her cousin that night?
No,
That didn't happen
at all.
at all.
At all.
She just made that up.
She made,
Don't know where she got that
She
from.
made the part of us sleeping together because the situation is like just because you passed out and how your cousin is dressed, you're saying, oh, we had to do something with her.
And you're saying that didn't happen?
No.
Okay.
I did
Miss
not do
Howard,
her.
do you have any other proof that your cousin is in fact the one he's cheating with?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, tell me about that.
Incident, me and him both were sleeping in bed one night. This is another night she spent the night. So he wakes me up, taps me on my shoulder, tells me my cousin is stripping butt naked.
She's what?
Stripping. So what I do is I look, she's actually stripping her clothes. I said, Junkeithia, what she do? Fall over, hit the floor.
That's
So
not how it
wait.
went.
You're in the bed bed sleep. He wakes you up, and your
Both
cousin
laying together.
is stripping her clothes off.
Yes, in the hallway.
In the hallway or in your bedroom?
In the doorway, basically.
In the
doorway to
Here's
the bedroom.
doorway right here.
Is this true?
I'm innocent.
Okay, wait.
I'm telling you straight up, I'm innocent. Because
I don't know about that, Mr. Osley.
the situation was all three of us was watching a movie. She's laying on the floor or whatever, sleep. Me and Kiki's in the bed or whatever like that, sleep or whatever. So boom, I hear the boom, I wake up. So when I turn to look towards the doorway of our room, Sade standing there fully dressed at the moment. So I'm like, Sade, what you doing? She immediately starts taking her clothes off. She had her eyes closed though, but she starts taking her clothes off. So boom, she starts caressing her body or whatever, starts playing with herself. So
Right there in front of you.
me.
Okay,
Baby.
in the doorway doing
Okay.
this. So what did you do? You woke her up.
like,
And
baby,
said
what
what?
is your cousin doing?
So you think the cousin was kind of trying to get your attention?
Basically trying to have sex, basically. If
And you say you did the right thing by saying, hey, look at what's going on.
Exactly, because your cousin, this is the person that's trying to get me. She's trying to get me to do
And you've
something,
never
baby.
done anything with this cousin.
You know,
Nope.
but here's my thing. You already had this issue with this cousin. Why in the world are you letting her spend the night again?
That's a good question. Me and her both, Your Honor, we're both been going through a lot. Our whole family is, discombobulated, and I'm trying to get to know my family. This is the only female in the family, and I feel like me and her was trying to reach out to each other. But in the midst, I got my man, and I'm starting a relationship with him. And of course, she's a female, so, I wouldn't think that my own cousin would, turn around on me like that, purposely wise.
But if you see
This
it
is
with
my
your own
family.
eyes, like,
Well, I get it.
come on now, and then you're
But
accusing me all
in
the
the
time.
midst of trying to get to know her, you believe she's now sleeping with your man.
Yes, I do.
Well, there's your side, there's Mr. Osley's side, and there's your cousin's side. She is here to testify to that. Rob, would you escort the witness here?
Yes, sir.
Go right up to the witness stand.
Good day, ma'am. How are you?
I'm all right.
Miss Wheaton, you've been listening to the testimony.
Of course I have.
All right. Did you come over the day they were moving in dressed provocatively?
I remember exactly what I had on. I had on some white tights and I had on a black shirt. I remember it was cold outside. So I had snow boots on. I came over dressed appropriately.
It was not too cold outside.
It was cold outside.
Did you come with alcohol?
Stop interrupting me. You already had your chance.
Did you have alcohol?
Yes, I did. And she know I didn't come over to get her drunk. She told me she was dehydrated. That's why she passed out.
How do you feel to know that your cousin, your first cousin, is accusing you of sleeping with her boyfriend?
She's off in the head.
But how do you feel about it?
I feel hurt, but I done got a little used to it. She's my
You got
cousin.
used to stripping?
I'm not finished. She is my cousin.
Used to
I'm
stripping.
not finished.
I'm
Miss
always
Howard,
happy
Miss
you all.
Howard, we are trying to get her
Yes,
testimony.
ma'am. I will be quiet for you.
All right, thank you.
Do you feel that Mr. Osley is attracted to you?
Yes, I do. I was on the couch sleep downstairs, and I get woken up out my sleep, and I have slop on my chest. And he has my hand. He tells me to come upstairs, and I told him no. And I was woken up twice out my sleep that night. And I never did get up. I
Okay.
stayed asleep.
So he came on to you.
Yes, he
What
did.
was
But that's
he
not-
doing to you? You said you had slobber on your chest.
Obviously, he was kissing on my chest while I was asleep.
So he was
How do
kissing
you
your
know if I was
breast.
kissing on your chest or not?
Because you had slob on my chest. What else would you be doing?
Anybody could have put that there.
Who? Wasn't nobody else
How
there.
you know it's me?
But you admitted to
If you-
Kiki that
if-
you did it.
if you're
So
asleep,
what you
how do you know
Tell
it's
me
me?
first off.
I
Okay,
did
hold
tell
on.
you.
Hold
At the
on.
end of the day, he admitted to Kiki that he did it. So that clears all that up right there.
Did
On
you
your way
admit that?
leaving.
I admitted it, but I'm saying, how did you know that I had anything to do? You're saying you just
What
woke
does it
up.
matter?
You just woke up.
What I want to know is how did her breast fall into your mouth?
Okay, I'll tell you the story from the beginning to the end. Anyway, me and Kiki was having sex, right? So while we're having sex or whatever, Sade's downstairs on the couch or whatever, sleep. She tells me to go down there and check on her. I'm like, what you telling me to check on her for or whatever like that? She like, you know how my cousin is.
Because
how
you
she
done
be.
picked her up numerous times. She passed out.
That's basically why she told me to go check on her now.
I know how my cousin
Okay, so
anyway,
wait.
so-
You said she says that now. What did she say at the time?
Okay, at the time, me and her were having sex. So why would you send me downstairs when you already accusing me of me and her having sex?
Why in the world would you tell him to go check on your cousin in the middle of your intimate
First
moment?
off, we were not having sex. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was trying to get some, but I wasn't trying to do nothing at
She
that
lying,
point in
Your
time.
Honor. We was having sex.
Okay,
You can ask her
It
too,
don't
she
matter.
probably
I
heard
said
it.
go check on my cousin.
Okay, hold on. The light bulb just went off in my head.
Okay, because I'm sitting here going, what?
Mr. Osley, were you trying to get a threesome together?
I basically, the situation is.
Ron was thinking it. Ron was thinking it.
Mr. Cutler,
and
ding, ding, ding for that
it
one.
just went off in my
Okay,
head.
but wait a minute, hold on. Why would you go there?
It didn't make sense. Okay,
All right, you
because
got some explaining to do later.
because here's the thing. He says they were having sex. She says they weren't having. He was trying, but she wasn't interested. So he was trying to do something to get her interested.
So he went down to get the cousin.
He tried to. I didn't want her up there, and she didn't want to be up there.
So, Mr. Osley, so you wanted to have a threesome with your girl and her cousin?
No, I didn't want to have a threesome, but all these different occasions is basically making me lead on to that point to where it's like, I feel like y'all want like a three-way relationship or something like.
So, Miss Howard, the evidence that we've heard today is that she came over the first time you all moved in together. She came in dressed inappropriately. You believe she got you drunk to sleep with him, and in fact did so. The other is that he admitted to you that he had sucked on her breast.
Yes.
The final thing is that the night that you went up to his bedroom, he went down to talk to your cousin. You think he was trying to sleep
Yes,
with her?
because I kept calling him, but he never came back to the bed with me.
Based on all of this, you believe that Mr. Osley is sleeping with your first cousin.
Yes.
And if he is sleeping with your cousin, your family is going to be destroyed. You will lose your cousin, and you already have a child and are expecting another. Is that correct?
We don't even
Yes,
speak
yes,
no
Your
more.
Honor.
Just because it is.
All right.
should
Well,
know
that's
how to
what we
be.
have, Mr. Cutler.
This court has done a full and complete investigation. At this time, the court would like to call licensed private investigator Eric Eccles and licensed polygraph examiner Tommy Platt into the courtroom to determine, is he cheating? Ron, please escort them in.
Gentlemen. Put that over to the monitor. Mr. Pratt on this side of the monitor.
Our whole team of experts. How are you, gentlemen?
How you doing, Your Honors?
Good, good. Thanks for being here. Mr. Eccles, can you tell us what you did to investigate the cheating allegations in this case?
Yes, Your Honor. I sat in a room with Mr. Osley, posing as a person who was coming to court who was accused of cheating. My goal was to find out if Mr. Osley was cheating himself.
All right. Can you tell us about your interaction with Mr. Osley?
Well, Your Honors, from the start, Mr. Osley was very comfortable with me. It is clear that Mr. Osley is a sexual charged individual. He spoke to me in length about doing threesomes, and there were some other behaviors that I found to be very questionable.
Because there are still questions, to further investigate this matter, we had Mr. Osley to undergo a polygraph examination, and we have those results. Mr. Platt, you conducted that polygraph examination, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Osley was asked, during your 5-year relationship with Ms. Howard, have you ever had sexual intercourse with her cousin, Jonkethia Sade Wheaton? What was his response to that question?
He stated no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined that. He was being deceptive.
What?
Bisexual intercourse, what does that mean? what I'm talking about as far as like even him putting his mouth on my chest.
You wasn't no good.
Girl, you cheated too. You don't even know if your baby his. Shut the hell up.
I bet you we could do a DNA test and it's his. You just jealous. You wanted my
Girl, you go out and
relationship.
have sex so much. You go out and have sex.
She is saying that y'all gonna be done. The only way that you could potentially make this work is if you come clean.
I told her what I did. I told her already, but the thing that I told her that I cheated on her, she already knows that. I don't get how I'm getting deceptive or whatever.
I want you to look at Miss Howard, though. Look at her. Look in her eyes.
I'll be real with you, though, bro.
It's okay. I got God with me.
The child
what,
other than what I told you, ain't nothing else happened.
Because he my witness. I'm with God. I'm in a better place.
But you being
and you
deceptive
supposed
in the court,
to be my
though.
family.
But you being deceptive in the
It's
court.
Because I've seen it from day
Girl, you
one.
been
Ladies,
Girl, you
ladies.
ain't saying nothing from day one, and guess
Thank
what?
you.
When,
You
I'm sorry.
can't even
Thank
talk
you.
no more. We not already
Miss
started.
Howard.
Ms. Howard.
I'm sorry.
Miss Howard, you came here to get answers, and you've gotten answers.
Thank you.
What do you want to do with this relationship with Mr. OSLEY?
He just can take care of his kids. I'ma just live, do better.
What do you want to do with this relationship with Ms. Wheaton?
That been over, sir.
You have decided that you want to co-parent with Mr. OSLEY.
Yes.
We have counselors to help you figure out a plan. And as we say in this courtroom, do not cheat yourself out of a happy, healthy relationship. Court is adjourned.
Thank you.